Today on TriCrow Studios, we are on video number 4 of the RG3EXFM1 Ibanez Modification series. We're going to finally put in these Dimarzio pickups, which are the Crunch Lab and the Liquifire. So, in the previous video, you've already seen me take out the 5-way switch. It's rusted, it's beat up, it's no good, it's junk. We're going to replace it with this Dimarzio 3-way blade, and I'm going to show you guys how to wire that up. So one thing I like to do to keep these blades steady is where the blade has nothing on it, you put the cap on it later on, I can stick this into this piece of styrofoam here, and then I have a very secure surface to actually solder with. I'm not messing around trying to hold up the blade. So I'm going to set this up now and we're going to get going. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to draw on the styrofoam exactly where I want the wires and stuff and the jumpers. That way I don't get confused halfway through, or just to have a nice guide instead of looking at something else. I have it on my system. So I'm going to just draw like 4 squares on each side. Draw my first connection like this. Then the jumper goes over to here. So going from the first top to the second top over to the third bottom on the other side. And then another jumper from there to the bottom. Now my neck wire, my hot wire, is going to go up here. And then my bridge is down here on the other side. So let's get this started. So go out and get yourself some 22 gauge wire. This seems to be the best stuff to use for this kind of job. And cut yourself some decent sized pieces. So we got our 4 pieces. We can take the other stuff and just put that away from another time. So now that we got our 4 pieces here, we got to prep them and peel some of the ends off here. You want to make sure that you have a good nice end there. That's something that you can kind of wrap around the piece that you need it to go onto, and that way you can kind of cut off any excess if it's too much. So just like that is what you want to see, and then do the rest to the other 3 that you have. So we got our 4 jumper wires ready. Now we're going to tin the ends. So it's not the best soldering job in the world, but it is soldered and should work fine. So now we're going to put this into the guitar. So there you go. It's all soldered in there. Not the greatest at soldering. It's been a long time. Not used to doing electrical work, but it's good enough. It works. So now we're going to put our gold caps that we had done earlier onto the pickups. So screws go through first. Like so. Then your springs. And then your pickup. And if you have some smaller little washers, that's what you're going to put on the bottom of it to try to tighten them up. This will make this process a lot easier for you. You don't need to go too crazy because we're going to end up backing these off and putting them forward anyways later on. So that looks pretty damn good. All right, on to the next pickup. And there you go. Now let's put these two pickups into the body of the guitar. So just to help feed through the pickups, because all the wires and stuff, we're just going to tape them off a little bit with electrical tape just to be able to spike it in. So I'm going to label this neck. Make sure you don't dig into the guitar. You don't want to be already neck on the back of your guitar by any means. So there is what the guitar looks like so far. Alright, so looking at your wires, you can see that there's 5 different color wires here. There's black, white, red, green, and then a bare wire. Your bare wire is going to be mixed with your green, your red wire is going to be alone, and your black and white will be soldered together, taped down around. This is called series wiring. This will give you the normal humbucking sound that we're expecting to hear from this pickup. If you want the parallel sound, you can take your green wire and black wire, solder those together, take the red and the white, solder that together, and then your bare wire will be your ground. So let's get that started. Alright, so we got the guitar plugged in. Now we just gotta tap Turn all of our volume pot knots up, and then so to me that tells me that our bridge pickup is working. Middle position. Middle position's working. And then this should be off. Excellent. So now back to the bridge. Check the neck. Nothing. Middle position. Yep. And neck position. That shows us that everything is wired up properly and good to go. So I hope this video helped out a little bit about how to install Dimarzio pickups. You'll hear how these things sound later on when we have the full guitar built up. Thanks for watching. There's lots of more modifications coming your way. As you can see, I have half a guitar sitting on my bench right now. Until next time, I'm Kevin of TriCrow Studios. Take care.